Hi, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be making this adorable little blue dress that I have for my daughter. She's about 2 years old and it kind of reminds me of Cinderella just a bit. And I did get this, it's a satin fabric and I got it on discount at Hobby Lobby and I felt very lucky, and so I grabbed it and I'm able to make this dress. Now when I'm doing these sleeves, I decided to do a little flutter sleeve. So all I did was just kind of bend them and then I sewed them in, and I made sure that my right sides were together. Think about it and kind of pinch the edges and flip it over to make sure you're sewing correctly. And once I went ahead and did that stitch, I'm now just lying it out, making sure that everything looks correct. It's lying where I want it to. And then I'm going to flip it over, and here you can see all the raw edges and the non-shiny side to the satin fabric. And here, when you're sewing it, you've got to make sure those sleeves are facing inwards, so we don't have any issues. And then we're going to sew in a lining. It's exactly like the bodice piece. It's exactly like some of the ones in my other videos. This super easy pattern to find anywhere online. So you're going to sew all the way around except at the rib cage. Do not sew the rib cage down. Everywhere else, sew together. So here you can see I've done all the edges, and I'm going to trim them up a little bit and cut little snippets so it's easier to flip it. And then you just pull one side very slowly, very gently, and you'll get it right side out. Here, now that I have my bodice piece, you can see that my sleeves have no raw edges, so it's nice and smooth for a baby. And I love that I did the same fabric for the lining of the bodice, so it's nice and smooth. Here you can see that the ribcage area was not sewn together, and so what you're going to do is you're going to hold it together, and then you're going to open it, making sure that always right sides are together, and then you'll sew a line straight down, and then it hides all the raw edges inside. If you haven't done it before, it's in a ton of baby dress videos. It's also in some of my other videos, so I'm not getting into a lot of detail here on how I'm doing it. But if you do have any questions, or if you would like a tutorial on exactly how to do this, then I can put up another one. Ta-da! I skipped ahead. So I actually lost one of the footages of when I was cutting out the skirt piece, but I decided to go with a circle skirt. Here you can do a gathered skirt, you could do A-line skirt, you can do whatever you want. And then luckily I do have a serger, and so I just serged that piece all the way around because I really loved the drape, and so I didn't want to add too much fabric to the bottom. And then I did decide to hem the bottom with a rolled hem because it didn't bother the satin. Here I am just trying it on my daughter. She always helps me for sizing. All that's left is to hem up the back and put in a zipper. Here it is, and it's so adorable on her. I love the way that it lays. She thinks it's so fun to just twirl around and for the circle skirt to open up and twirl with her. So I really loved this dress on her. I highly recommend, if you're trying something new, to always start with some basics. There's some really great patterns out there, and it's so much fun to do something so similar, but just a little bit different, tweaking things here and there to create your own patterns. And also always look in the discount fabric sections when you're doing things for little girls. You really don't need more than a yard, sometimes even less than that, and there are tons of remnants that are just half off, and you can get beautiful fabrics like I did.